For the close eye on that. And while cryptocurrency is increasing in popularity, so are scams involving virtual currency. Jen Burke from the Maine Credit Union League is here with us to shed some light on a scheme that could impact people here in Maine. And oftentimes when we hear about scams, we are not excluded from that, and they can vary in nature, but the common kind of thread is that it involves using a crypto or Bitcoin ATM. Tell us more about what's happening.
That's exactly it. And I can tell you that it is happening here in Maine. And while the scams itself can vary, they do have that common denominator that it involves a crypto ATM. So essentially what's happening is the bad guys are calling folks and they're saying they are with the government, or they're a bill collector, or even they're calling and saying your computer's been hacked. And in all of these examples, they want folks to take quick action to get the problem resolved. However, they want action taken for payment. So I'll help you, but you need to pay me. You need to pay me right away. And oh, by the way, how you pay me is by making a deposit in these virtual currency kiosks, these Bitcoin ATMs. So while the scams may be a little bit different from person to person, that common thread, that take action now and go deposit it in this ATM, is what should make people think twice about, is this legitimate?
Tell me how they work. I mean, it's not exactly new to everybody, but it's on the newer side.
Yeah,
so how does it work?
They're not new, and I don't mean to make it sound like they're not safe, because these people certainly use them. It's just that scammers are taking this technology and using it for their own advantage. Bitcoin ATMs look just like regular ATMs, except when you go and you deposit cash, instead of money getting moved into a bank account, for example, it's getting moved into a digital wallet. And it's getting moved into the scammer's digital wallet. And once you put that money in there, it is gone. That's the big point to say. Unlike doing a banking transaction, it's not backed by the federal government. There is no insurance. So if you deposit your cash and you send it off to somebody and it goes to someone's digital wallet, it is gone. It's almost virtually impossible to recoup those losses, and people are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's a very, very sad situation. But hopefully by raising some awareness, it might give people some pause before they go and they take their hard-earned cash and deposit in one of these ATMs.
Yeah, and on that note, talk to me about some of the red flags for spotting this type of scam.
Urgency. Got to do it right now. You know, that is always a big red flag in a lot of these scams, because the more you think about it, the more time you take to say, this doesn't sound right. So urgency, anytime anyone is asking you to do something quickly, that is a red flag. And no legitimate business organization or government entity is going to ask you for payment via an ATM, and certainly not one through a digital ATM. So just think about those steps and those signs before you take action. You know, unfortunately, cryptocurrency scams are on the rise, and according to the FBI, folks over the age of 60 are suffering the biggest losses. So, you know, if you know someone, regardless, talk about it and raise awareness about this issue.
Which is so often the case. The older
That's
folks
exactly
are the targets. All right, Jen, thank you so much for joining us, as always, and we'll be right back.